Rest in peace to Gizelle's father. I believe he passed away last summer, if I'm not mistaken, from brain cancer. Somebody fact check me in the comments down below. A very unfortunate situation. I believe at the time of filming, he had some type of surgery going on, and Gizelle had left the GNA thing. We'll talk more about GNA in just a second because child, a hot damn mess. But she left her own GNA fashion show early to, I guess, be with her dad. What's interesting is that Mia kind of got the girls together after Gizelle left and basically let the girls know, hey, like, Gizelle is going through some things. Her father's having a surgery or having a health crisis, etc., etc. I believe Candace said something to the effect of, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll be praying for her from a distance. I'll send her love from a distance. And Wendy kind of echoed those same sentiments, and Mia was like, well, why? Why? Just reach out to her. And Candace and Wendy are like, no. Right? And I believe Wendy said, while my mom had a surgery going on, she was being called a witch and this and shrines and that and praying to higher powers and yada, 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 yada. So she basically says that she has nothing for Gizelle because when her mom was in the hospital, they called her a witch. And honestly, I personally feel like I don't disagree with what Wendy was saying. I don't disagree with Wendy's feelings. I feel like Wendy's feelings are valid. Why take the higher road? Why take the higher road to reach out to somebody that clearly did not extend the same grace when your mom had something going on, whether it was an elective surgery or not? I feel like there's people on Twitter trying to compare, Susan's, medical situation to Gizelle Bryant's dad's medical situation. They're not the same. Gizelle's father had brain cancer, and so, yeah, that's that. But at the same token, it's not like Dr. Wendy knew at that time that Gizelle's father had brain cancer. Because again, Mia really didn't go into details about that. And Wendy and Gizelle are not friends. Okay. So again, back to my personal feelings. I don't disagree with what Wendy had going on with what she had said, but I wish she didn't say anything. Because it's going to come across as if she's nasty. That's what I've been reading online. That she has an attitude, that she's insensitive, that she lacks empathy. And I don't believe that she's nasty. I don't believe that she's insensitive. I don't believe that she lacks empathy. I think she's just matching Gizelle's energy, right? I feel like it's super sad that most of the fans want Wendy to be above the drama, want to be above what's happening. But yet the other women, Gizelle is not above anything. Gizelle never extends grace to Candace nor Wendy, but yet Candace and Wendy always have to take the high road. I just do not agree with those opinions. And so I wish she did not say anything because it's definitely going to come across as, oh, she's being nasty. She's being insensitive. But I also do know that the producers expect them to just say what's on their mind pretty much at any given moment. And that's what she was asked to do by Mia. When Mia asked, well, why won't you reach out? Well, because she called my mom a witch. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. But they are tearing Dr. Wendy up in those comments. And speaking of Dr. Wendy, she went on to Watch What Happens Live last night, and she looked absolutely stunning. So shout out to her. Listen, what else do we have going on? So that's Dr. Wendy versus Gizelle. Then we have GNA. Okay, GNA. A fashion line named GNA. I just kind of feel like, and I said this on Twitter, I'll go ahead and put the tweet up. This is a half-assed money grab and a last-minute attempt at a storyline. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. The fashions were there. They had a fashion show with fashions, but those fashions looked mediocre. Showtime at the Apollo Amateur Hour, it was just a no. It was a big fat no for me, a hard no. And then for people to be upset with Candace and Wendy for talking shit as if Gizelle and Robin and everybody else don't talk shit about them. It's like the rules are so much different. It just irritates the fuck out of me. What else? So they had the fashion show and whatnot. Listen, Gizelle, I feel like Gizelle, the podcast is probably what she needs to lean into the most because she's messy. A messy podcast. That's what she's best at is being messy. She's not great at being a representative of the Lord, so that's why the First Lady gig didn't work out. She's not that great with the fashions or the makeup. That's why GNA and Everhue Beauty is not working out. But she is good at being messy. That's why the podcast has been her most successful endeavor, because you need to lean into things that you are good at. If you're going to be the face of something, then it needs to match your personal brand. And I feel like the podcast matches Gizelle's personal brand, hence why it's so successful. So yeah, she needs to go ahead and lean into the podcast. She already has, but I mean, I feel like there's nothing else. Like, I'm not saying she shouldn't do other business ventures, but I feel like she needs to think twice and 3 times and 4 times over again, maybe 5 times before she just puts her name on something, because we're going to go to that GNA website and spoiler alert, the fashions aren't there. The fashions that we saw on TV are not there. They pulled a Sheba Sheree. So stay tuned for that. Listen, Ashley Darby, she needs to go ahead and do a beer line. Why don't you do beer? That would sell like hotcakes. But y'all are so desperate and so thirsty and so last minute to drum up some sort of storyline that you're not thinking straight. Why doesn't Miss Darby do a beer? Just open up a brewery. We should have been watching Miss Darby open a brewery instead of watching Robin open a Glow 30. Again, skincare, not a part of Robin's personal brand. Robin should have got some advice from Portia and should have did a Pampered by Robin line. Okay, Rest Well by Robin. Remember that one time she was depressed and didn't want to wake up? And listen, I'm not making fun of her depression. I would never make fun of someone's mental health illnesses, but like a pillow line, sheet line, some linens, that would have been perfect. Rest Well by Robin Dixon. Boom. But y'all are so thirsty and y'all are just so quick to try to just do something for the cameras that you just don't sit down. Like, you need a team. Y'all need a team of gays. Okay, that's what the Atlanta Housewives got that Potomac don't got. Behind every great housewife of Atlanta is a gay telling them when to eat, when to sleep, writing down their reads, and playing puppet master. Y'all need a gay in your life to come and help y'all, because it's just not, it ain't working. And then last but not least, Lil Debbie's coming around trying to fight Candace and the rest of the girls, and Kiana gonna end up being her ass. Listen, Lil Debbie, she's embarrassing, but listen, she's amusing. So I invite Lil Debbie to come onto the platform because the shit is just funny, right? So that's Lil Debbie. I don't believe that Bravo's gonna show the fight, but y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. It's pretty obvious that Deborah is in the wrong. As far as GNA is concerned, let's go ahead and see what's on the GNA website. Okay, so they have a baseball cap for $25, a hoodie for $42, a beanie, a skull cap for $45, a pair of white socks for $15, a t-shirt for $26, and a tank top for $32. Where are the fashions? Where is the metallic pieces that we saw on the runway? Where is the bikini with the cutouts with the hoodie on top? Where are the pants? Where's the hoodie with the cape? Why did you get your own show? We all want to know. Where is your scooter? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.